Let's examine how courtrooms have become another front in the battle over synthetic food dyes. Consumer protection lawsuits targeting misleading labeling and health claims related to artificial colors have created legal precedents and financial consequences that some companies find more compelling than health advocacy. The legal theories typically involve deceptive marketing practices. Plaintiffs argue that products marketed as healthy, natural, or suitable for children shouldn't contain synthetic petroleum-derived dyes. Class action lawsuits have targeted major brands for front-of-package claims about naturalness or healthfulness, while ingredient lists reveal artificial colors. Courts have shown varying receptiveness to these arguments, but several cases have survived motions to dismiss and reached settlements. One notable pattern involves products displaying prominent fruit imagery or claiming to contain real fruit while the color actually comes from synthetic dyes. Plaintiffs' attorneys argue this creates a false impression about ingredient sourcing. Several settlements have required companies to either reformulate, modify packaging to clearly disclose artificial colors on the front panel, or pay damages to class members. The legal pressure operates differently than regulatory or consumer advocacy pressure. Lawsuits create direct financial consequences, legal defense costs, settlement payments, negative publicity. For publicly traded companies, class actions can move stock prices and attract shareholder scrutiny. Corporate legal departments increasingly flag synthetic dyes as litigation risk factors in product planning discussions. Consumer rights lawyers I've consulted describe an evolving legal landscape. Courts are becoming more receptive to arguments that reasonable consumers could be misled by health-positioned products containing artificial additives. The naturalness of products marketed toward children receives particular judicial scrutiny. Expect more litigation in this space as plaintiffs' attorneys recognize patterns of success. Regulatory warning letters from the FDA and FTC around misleading labeling claims add another legal dimension. While not lawsuits per se, these letters create legal exposure and often trigger reformulation or label changes faster than consumer advocacy alone. The threat of enforcement action, combined with private lawsuit risk, creates a pincer movement that some companies find persuasive. What's interesting from a policy perspective is that legal action may drive change faster than legislative reform in the United States. While federal regulation remains permissive toward synthetic dyes, courts applying consumer protection and false advertising laws create accountability through a different channel. The decentralized, case-by-case nature makes this less comprehensive than regulatory reform would be, but it creates specific deterrence against the most egregious labeling practices. For consumers, the lesson is that legal tools exist beyond product boycotts and letter-writing campaigns. Class action mechanisms allow individuals harmed by misleading practices to seek redress collectively. While any individual consumer's damages might be trivial, aggregated across thousands of purchasers, the financial stakes become meaningful enough to change corporate behavior.